That's better, isn't it? That'll do anyway, certainly for us today. So here's a little house. It's nothing spectacular. If we go inside and have a look around, we can see that it's got the chairs. It's more like a waiting room, to be truthful. It's got the usual... God, I've got to really stop messing about like that. I am in creative mode, as no doubt you can see. I'll put the coal back in the bunker as well. Yes, and that was, in case you didn't see it properly, it was just a train passing through. You can have a look upstairs in this house, which is laden with books and pictures and what have you. Some stuff still in the cases that I haven't used yet, but generally looking very nice. Downstairs is just a panelled room basically, but as I say, this is just playing with the game. Hello, Mr. Man on the train. So we'll follow him up the railway line to see exactly where he's going, and he should actually take us to the village. And here's the village. If we look on the left hand side here, no, that's the right hand side. I would get to learn your left from your right. You have a little farm, pretty much everything we need here, and the cows are in one field and the pigs and the horse in the other one, and the sheep down the bottom there. I always sort of, when I'm doing the farms now, I have this double gateway which we can make our way through, and it's just stop animals spreading from one to the other. I don't know how this chappie got here. I don't even know what he's doing here. You can swap an emerald for 6 steak, as long as he's not killing my sheep and cattle to make the steaks out of. Hello, chaps. Very friendly like my cattle. So here's the first of my random houses. Excuse me. Pretty full on the boxes there, in the chests. Downstairs is a myriad of caves. Oh, maybe not this house. Maybe I've remembered the wrong one. But I have one. If you go downstairs, you just go into a caved area, and it is pure mayhem going down into it. You get lost very easily. So okay, here's the Eoldi Blacksmiths. There we go, the blacksmith's shop. Don't know if he's actually in at the moment. No, might be upstairs. No, he's not even upstairs, so we'll just jump down here. Wonderful. And shut the door behind us. The old wishing well, obviously that's a well. The butcher's shop. This is good, and we keep all our fresh meats in one side and cooked meats in the other. Keep them away from each other. Don't want to poison our little Minecraft people. Small garden in the back, but one of the modifications I'd like to make, maybe do it today, is extend the garden out a bit to get some cattle in there, and some sheep and some pigs. After all, that's what they are selling in the butcher's shop, and you would think that they'd have got some livestock. There's the library. Full of books. What else should you expect in a library? And the church across the road. Pretty typical church. It's followed the plans that I found on the internet to make a church. A few minor changes to the design, in as much as I put coloured windows in, stained glass windows in, instead of just having them plain, which is good. I use Chroma Hills pack, if anyone doesn't recognise it. If you do a search online and get Chroma Hills pack, you can add it in quite easily, and if I can do it, it must be easy. The butcher's shop we've seen. There is a baker's. I don't know where the baker's has moved to. They're here somewhere. Little different house here rather than all the houses being the ones who recommend. These guys are quite happy. They're usually upstairs as well, which was one of my worries. Good. So here's the resident. So thank you very much for letting me look round your house, bud. Back to the old wishing well and the butcher shop. I think I've taken a wrong turn somewhere along the line. Yeah, here's the baker's. Oh, this is a greengrocer's shop. Today's special will be pumpkin pie, if stocks last. And as we go in, we can have a look into the cupboards, and there's pumpkin pies by the handful. So we can make a good purchase there if we need some pumpkin pie. And in the garden, well, that's a surprise, isn't it? Pumpkins. Never mind. Baker's across the road, and yep, there's some bakery goods here, bread and wheat. So if you want to buy wheat, there's also some bone meal that you could have, and the garden obviously full of wheat, and kept in good supply. Pieces of cake on the counter if you're feeling peckish one day and have got a sweet tooth. So this is the village. It's started off, I don't know if I said earlier on, but I said might have said it was about 3 or 4 houses that were put together with 3 or 4 residents, and I decided I would elaborate it quite considerably. Hello, mister. Yeah, I got a lot of redstone from him. I found quite a few emeralds down below whilst I was digging, and I did do lots of trading with him. And then I found creative mode, so I didn't have to bother digging at all. But a lot of these buildings were when I first started off, and they were just purely hard work, getting the stones, so that was wood originally, but putting the fences up and putting the railways down. We did quite a bit of work getting the redstone and learning how redstone worked, and digging it up from deep within. Ooh, just pop across here a bit, where there's another little house in the country. This house really is just it's just a cover for the mines down below. Little area if you want to put any boxes or crates there. Same again, that actually leads into the mines. So just have a quick look. I'm not going all the way down. I have turned the monsters off because I don't like them. They scare me. And I have laid 1 or 2 extra bits and pieces, so if I want to go mining, I can do. Going all the way down. This should lead out, if memory serves me right, and assuming I haven't taken a wrong turn, I should be able to get up just beyond here. Like I say, unless I've taken a wrong turn. No, you can't do that. With all my mines in Minecraft, I always put my torches on the right hand side as I'm going down, because I did find in the early days I would get lost quite regularly. Oh look, there's some bluestone as well, and more redstone. Gosh, we really are down in the depths, aren't we? I think this is where I was digging, and maybe I have to try and find my way out now. That's a good while since I've been down here, so I think that to say I'm lost is an understatement now, and I don't even have a route back. And this is a lesson on how not to play World of Warcraft, I was going to say. There we are, back in civilization. And of course, if I keep all these lights to the left hand side now, it should technically take me out. But this is the ideal world, isn't it? And no reflection on the truth. Oh, was that a bit of... Brilliant stuff. Totally lost underground. There will be an out somewhere, I'm pretty sure of that. And failing that, we can sort of... There we go, told you there's a way out somewhere. Whew, bit scary. So I'll fill that hole in case somebody walking along here decides to take a tumble down it. Never to be seen again. So this is again back to the railway track. Oh, the house I just visited, if you're interested, it's just over this rise. There it is in the distance there. And that all that house does is actually leads down to the tunnels beneath, and there are quite a lot. So I'm going to cut over the countryside again. I'll leave that railway track and just come round here over to find the big farmhouse where we sort of started off. And here it is, plenty of acreages here with wheat and all the usual stuff. There's cows in the field and chickens and pigs, sheep. Very handy in the early days when I was struggling to make do. I remember here, across the other side there where the cattle are, this was a big hill going right up in the air, and I've shifted it all by hand. Levelled off a bit. Where the iron ore was, or the iron ore was, if it protruded up above this, I just collected it and then replanted it. So I could get it later on because I didn't need it. So here's my house with the redstone built in, and if I come round to the corner here and click on there, you can see why. Nice little moat. So when the bad guys used to come and attack me, I'd let them get so far in the gate and then just open up the trapdoor. And all was good. I've never noticed that before, but when I close the traps outside, it also closes the door here. Pretty clever, that. So go through the gate and have a quick look over here, and there we have one of our first tall ships. Let's go up behind it. And we have the SS Minecraft. It's even got a name, which we'll go and have a look on. Go down. Here's the captain's quarters, as you would imagine. Very posh. All the books and references and a chart table as well. Yep. Home from home. There's a bit of a map there on the wall, which I was going to build that up to a complete map on the wall, but it looked so unnatural I didn't bother. So that's a nice little place for the captain. So in here we have the other ranks' rooms and the cannons. Nothing in the boxes. I've got to fill them up with some shot to put into the cannons. They're not cannons, obviously, they're anvils. and we can go up aloft, which will take us to the top of one of the masts. There we go. No railings around here, and there's another ship that we can see as well. We'll take a look at that in a minute. But yeah, here's our ship, tall ship, and of course every port should have its own aircraft carrier. Not happy with that entirely at the moment, but nonetheless it still looks okay. I think it looks quite nice, and it's taking the right dimensions and shape as well. So yeah, we'll go down onto the sails. Sails are just white cotton, as you can see. Looks better from a distance than it does close up. And my little lifeboats. Down here is the cells and everything, so if we get any prisoners we can chuck them in there. And of course anyone who's been in the Navy or in that sort of thing will recognise it as the heads as well. So we'll come out of this this ship. Oh, too far. Have a look back, and there's the SS Minecraft. As I say, it does look better from a distance. It looks quite good actually from a distance, as does the carrier. Yeah, we're very pleased with that. And there's an aircraft coming into land on the decks of the HMS Mojang. Here we are. And as usual, it's not quite finished, but you can get down inside it. Got to do some more building in here. Quite how I'm going to do it, I'm not sure yet. I don't know if I'm going to put some more planes down underneath, but they'll have to be scaled down quite considerably, I think. And yeah, it is still very much in its experimental stage. There we go. And of course we can leave. We're quick enough. Yep. And this is the flight deck with the raised bit. There's my little plane coming into land. So using the imagination, that's the thing I like about Minecraft, is the amount of imagination that we have here and have to use. Going across to the other ship here in the shipyard, and this tells us it's the SS Craft Bucket from Paraguay. There we are. That's a small square rigger, I suppose it would be called. These are crew's quarters. Shame they don't do hammocks in the game, because I think the hammocks stretched between the pillars would look better. And again, downstairs we have the cannon. I did think about moving the beds down here, because in the days of the tall ships, the crew used to live alongside the cannon where they could have their sleeping bags, the hammocks slung between the two sides, and that would be home. So I don't know quite what I've done here. Probably nothing at all. So well pleased with the outcome on this. It's getting the dimensions right was probably the biggest challenge, and trying to make it look proper was a challenge. And there's the railway line that takes us to the farmhouse there. But also we have here the yeah, I didn't put any buttons on the wall, but this is the yard which would load the ships up with their goods. Well pleased. Don't know if I've got any buttons in my bag. Let's have a look. Yeah, we've got a button there. We'll put some buttons down just so as we can walk through. them off. But yeah, here's our goods yard. Probably too full to actually do anything, I think. But I quite like it. What's this place? This is just oh, this would be the office for the port officials and what have you, so they can keep an eye on what's coming and going. Yeah, plenty of plans yet to get this finished off. Gangway to get to the ship again. Right, and as I've just been sort of asked, if we go into the water here and we go down below you can see that it is actually, you can swim underneath the ship. It isn't connected to the floor in any way. Go right, and there were a lot of these octopuses in the water, and I did feel bad about blocking them off at one point. So there we are. The ship was the aircraft. Yeah, it's quite good. It does the job. It looks good. As I say, a lot of this stuff does look better from a distance. And there we are. Yeah, it looks like it's just a still photograph, doesn't it, sometimes? Well pleased, anyway. Well pleased with the outcome. So we can go back up to the village. As I say, there's 1 or 2 little jobs to do in the village. Such as the butchers need some live cattle. Oh, what's going on here? Okay. Bit of sculpturing on this area here where I've put some lava. And there's some water a bit further up the road as well. There we are. I haven't really played this an awful lot. And this brings us pretty much back to the village. Plenty of houses here. Room for anybody else wants to come and move in. Can always accommodate them. These 2 houses over here, as you see, this chap uses the upstairs a lot. It's, yeah. Books, emeralds. Don't seem to have a lot of people at this end of the village. And thinking about it, this was quite hilly country when I first came to the map. I've levelled it all out. And there's one of the chests in one of these buildings which is full of rows and rows of soil and brick, or not brick, but stone. But I've chiselled away. Now, why is that bit missing there? I probably just deleted that accidentally. It probably wouldn't have been that at all, would it? Dear, oh dear. There's a half slab, a cobblestone slab. It's a mossy one, don't want moss. That'll do. That's better, makes it look proper. Make sure I haven't... as I said earlier on, that when I'm messing with these houses, so many times I'll be running around the field or whatever, and just happened to catch my mouse onto the edge of my keyboard, and that will delete something. And sometimes you don't notice it. Most times you do, but sometimes you don't notice it. So here's the this is the no, I thought it was. I got it wrong. I thought that was the chest with all the bits in it. So that's the blacksmith shop, which and there is a blacksmith in the village. I'm sure there was. And church. So that's it. We've had a good look round. Plenty of posts. As I said, they got to really make some a little pen or something for the back of the butcher's shop, which I believe is this one here. That's the one. And bring some got all the rest of the bits and pieces we need, so we'll just get some grass here. How many millions of viewers have we got? Oh, we've got 2 people now. Not quite the millions. If anybody was unfortunate enough to watch my broadcast on Thursday, I can only apologise for the quality of the sound. I've had lots of sound problems. I thought I'd cured it at one point. And one of the viewers mentioned in the chat that the sound was really bad. When I came to play back the whole of the 3-hour episode, I found that most of it was absolutely terrible, and certainly not broadcastable. You couldn't hear what I was saying anyway. So lesson learned there. And as I say, if people did try to watch and couldn't, I do apologise. But we've sorted it now, I hope. Right, we need to put a gate in here, I think. I need it perhaps over this side, that'd be better. And we can have another little gate there and there. There we go, so when we go there we can get out without letting all the animals out. But I'm not going to try and round the animals up and put them in here. We're just going to do maybe 2 of each. Not put zombies in there. Let's spawn a pig first. Or 2. Oh, okay, there's 2. Ocelot. Nah, maybe not. Very cute. Is he digging his way out? I'm going to have to get rid of him, I'm afraid. So look away if you're squeamish. Don't want horses there. Spawn a villager. Sheep. That's what we'll have next. In fact, we'll have a pair of sheep. And maybe a cow or 2 as well, I think. Don't know about chickens. Great. I think that'll do. Don't want to go too mad, do we? Oops. hello people. You can go and fall in love with him, her, whatever. You likewise with them. Have we got any carrots? Yeah, we'll get a carrot. And oh, sweet little pigs. Where's our other piggy friend? I thought I'd made 2 pigs. Maybe I've done that before. Try to make 2 pigs and misclick. Doesn't matter because we can sort it. That's assuming we can remember where the pig was. There we go. There's another pig. Get together, make some family. There we are. I don't know if you actually let the pigs into the garden here. Would they eat all this potatoes and carrots? I've never tried it. I don't know. So maybe if anybody's listening who enjoys Minecraft, they could let me know. That'd be good. So yeah, here's the village. We're coming up to 3 o'clock. I'm going to knock off at 3 o'clock. The idea was just to let you see the village, especially with the tall ships. In fact, I think I'll go and take everything to the tall ships and park up outside there, because I quite enjoyed this sight of that. Yeah, it took a lot of channeling out some of the area on the way. A lot of intense digging. As I said earlier on, I wasn't fully aware of how to get into creative mode at that time, and had to do a lot of it the hard way, which was good fun. There was an area just where are we? Yeah, just where the farmyard is, not this yard. This had a few trees on it, but over here there was lots and lots and lots of, like a forest, similar to this here, very dense. And I decided that would have to go because I was going to convert it into the bridge and all the ships that I've got there. So we'll come back to the house. I've turned off, this is on peaceful mode if anybody's interested, so we don't ended up getting blown up many times, especially around here. For some reason the zombies and the creepers especially, they would creep up behind me. I didn't notice them, and bang, that's it. Half your house is gone, half your redstone's gone, and unfortunately it fell into the lava. As I said, I didn't realise you could go to safe mode when I first started, or not safe mode, but creative mode, and many a time I'd get blown into there myself, or my stuff would go missing. When I first found diamonds and found I could make a diamond sword, I was over the moon until some creeper came along. My sword fell in the lava, so it was goodbye to sword. Just go on the railway line, have a little run round. Have you got sound? Yeah, it's alright then. Just put my earphones on. I can't hear anything. So, maybe a good thing, because maybe that which is causing the feedback earlier on. The echoes. So I think when I get to the halfway house here, I'm going to park in there and take a 5-minute break and come back with our 3 girls in The Sims. So there we are. If you have been listening from the start, then thank you very much for listening, and I will be doing some more. We've got a whole area in the single player map which is called Castle World, and just as a sneak preview, we have some very large castles. We also have a railway line which runs the whole length of the map here. A viewing gallery there. Steps downward, obviously. So there you are, and we'll be exploring this map fully in my next episode of Minecraft. So once again, thanks very much. I'm going to go now, and we'll hopefully be able to talk to you all in the future.